It's time to get into all the good stuff. Full tie rules as Scott Vezina takes on David Penpede. David Penpede makes his way to the ring here at Warriors Way 11 from the Doncaster Shopping Town Hotel in Melbourne's eastern suburbs. Moncon around the head, he'll go over the top ropes, flower shop around the neck. We're under full tie rules finally for this one. All 8 weapons, knees and elbows.
But he comes to the ring with the cape. So you know any man that walks to the ring with a cape, he's got to have the goods, Michael.
And then any man walks with a cape could throw the Superman punch hammer.
Penpede from New South Wales, Vezina, Victoria. New South Wales versus Victoria matchup.
Hammer, you were never a cape man during your fighting days. Were you ever a gown man, or was it just the old flannel towel around the shoulders?
Black towel with the black towel with the headpiece cut out.
His opponent, Scott Vezina, weighed in at 84 kilos last night, has a 1.3 kilogram weight advantage over David Penpede.
Also a big height and reach advantage. Vezina, he is horribly tall for this weight division.
Look who's talking, Hammer. You could not call anybody in this world horribly tall, you big beanpole. Scott Vezina ready for Warriors Way 11.
Scotty Vezina, a week ago, achieved his black belt in his martial art. So not only is he a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter, but he's also a complete martial artist, as I said, achieving the coveted black belt only a week ago. I was lucky enough to be invited to the ceremony and did a couple of rounds with Scotty, as did Chris the Butcher Harrington, Clint Fu, his trainer. We were all there. We put the challenge out to him in the end, and he did well. And he's rallied back, recovered from that grueling 4.5 hour, 5 hour grading.
Huge towering figure here, Scott Vezina cuts. He looks for a dump on David Penpede early. Third man in, looking like the mayor of Munchkintown next to Vezina, is Ignatius Missilides. Jab from Vezina. 2 men in orthodox stance here. Jab Vezina again.
David Penpede, trained by the Oracle Danny Jones in Sydney.
One of the greats, Danny Jones.
You know, the boys are always going to fight hard and fast, big power kicking. Jones loves the style of Raymond Deckers and Rob Carmen, which are those greats from the past, the early years of Muay Thai.
You know, Hammer, we always say it's a huge advantage to have so much reach and length over your opponent, but it's only really an advantage if you know how to use it to your advantage, because there's a lot of tall fighters out there who don't know how to fight tall. From what you've seen of Scott Vezina, is he aware of how tall he is and how to use that length against his opponent?
Yeah, he certainly likes to use the long jab, and he's got a fast rear round kick and rear push kick when he employs it. But of course, Penpede would have done his homework and know that they're his main weapons, so they would have a counter strategy for that. Like any good game of chess, there's a strategy and there's a counter strategy.
Comments from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, the Hammer Mark Castanini. Make sure you check out his gym online, hammersgym.com.au. All new premises at 244 Whitehorse Road, Blackburn. Great gym, head down there if you want to train.
Of course, in the new year, it's going to be 24/7 of full fight facilities, and not only that, a great facility with all the latest Precor equipment coming from the States. The Precor equipment is what the UFC are using in a lot of their gyms, so we decided to bring it out and give everyone here the opportunity to test it out. Some great stuff.
Nice reaching jab here from Vezina. Big outside thigh kick, just that common peroneal nerve above the lead knee. Uppercut elbow from Vezina. Planting right hand from Penpede. Inside thigh to straight right cross from Vezina. Nice combination. The beanpole Vezina putting on a show here in the second.
Tell you what, he's a relatively young man, Vezina as well, so give him a few more years, he's going to be a real force to be reckoned with, potentially even travelling up the weight divisions as well. He could easily fight at heavyweight as he gets older as well.
Hammer, if you're the Oracle Danny Jones in the corner of Penpede, what are you telling him to do here?
He's got to get inside, I think, and try and test himself in the clinch and see how Vezina's vertical base is in the clinch. Maybe getting a couple of takedowns will help him on the inside. The other I suppose, main weapon or main tool to be employed is the overhand right or overhand left. Needs to bridge the gap, try and roll over the guard of Vizina, clip him on the neck or the jawline.
Overhand right is what he tried for. Didn't connect for Penpedi.
It's just not the one punch though. You've got to come overhand right, left hook, or overhand right, lead uppercut. Try and roll from one side to the next all the time, bridging the gap. Then perhaps slip into the clinch, lock in, and attempt a takedown.
Big waiting right hand after the short inside thigh kick there from Vizina. Vizina's brought the elbows into play here in the second.
Vizina now, I think, has fronted up for at least 3 or 4 of the Warriors Way events. Again, a local lad that has a good support. A big thank you to Clint Fu and the team for always bringing it when they show up to Warriors Way. They always come and they love to fight and they love to support.
Second round down, this one set for 5. Full tie rules, Scott Vizina, David Penpedi.
Inside thigh right cross, nicely done. Setting his range well and then went for the knee elbow combo. Again up to the head.
Third round of action. What's been a good fight for Vizina. In the second round, we saw him bring in the elbows. Didn't connect cleanly, but they came agonisingly close. Catch and counter, looked to sweep out the support leg.
I've got to say a big thank you to Danny Jones and Dave Penpedi for taking this fight. I could not find anyone to match up against Scotty Vizina. He's getting harder and harder to match. But Danny and David, and they said, we'll take that challenge, we'll take any challenge. They're heading over. Penpedi just turning 18 years of age now and heading over to Thailand to compete over there. So they wanted to have a fight before they headed off overseas. Said, yep, we'll step up, we'll make the trip to Melbourne. No problem at all. Put anyone in front of us, we want the fight.
Smashing knee to the lower left rib cage from Vizina. Very impressive. Penpedi gets off a few knees from his left leg. Ignatius Missilides breaks them. Penpedi's got to find a way to get on the inside and do some damage to the body here of towering Vizina. Outside leg kick, right hand Vizina. Sticks that jab in the face. Overhand right to an outside thigh kick from Penpedi. Trying to jab his way in, Penpedi. As the hammer said, you can't throw single punch shots, you've got to throw combinations. If he comes in with the jab, Penpedi, the right hand's got to be there for company.
The other thing Penpedi can do is go for the bigger target in front of him, which of course is the sternum or body. So drop down, roll in with that straight right, straight into the sternum of Vizina, and then come over with the left overhand or left hook after he's bridged the gap. But Vizina's well aware that he's going to try and get on the inside, and he's just keeping his work rate up, keep him busy. Clever strategy, good form he's finding. He'd be used to fighting fighters that are always going to try and employ those strategies to get in over his reach. So he's always got the good counter strategy ready to throw out.
3 down and 2 to go in this full tie rules contest.
Big thank you to Block Constructions for their support of every Warriors Way event. Scotty and the team at Block Constructions. If you're looking to build a house or renovate in Melbourne, check out Block Constructions online.
Round 4. Penultimate round 4 of 5. Vizina inside thigh kick to a right cross to open up. High left round caught on the forearms by Penpedi.
Of course, tonight the innovative Ladbrokes.com are getting around the Warriors Way fights, and you can actually bet on the fights. The favourite in this one, Vizina. So Ladbrokes letting you have a bit of a wager on the fights, Michael.
Bit of a flutter, Hammer.
Bit of a flutter. Test your knowledge. See if Lady Luck's going to kiss you on the wallet. See if you get a kiss on the wallet from Lady Luck.
Step through knee from Vizina, looking for a dump, and Peter used the ropes to help him stay vertical. Jab again, Vizina. It's been a treat to watch this guy jab. And again, sticks it right on the schnoggin. Jab down the centre again from Vizina. Let's see if Penpedi can maybe time to counter off that jab. Oh, throws a right hand, smack bang on the kisser. One of the best punches of the fight there for Penpedi.
The Vizina, nice step through knee. Just so much reach and a great skill around it. Sometimes you see the tall fighters. They've got the reach. They're big, gangly, and their technique's a bit weak. But Vizina, have a look at that, just throws down Pimpidi. He's strong, he's accurate, and able to string it together nicely, Vizina.
It's my first time ever seeing Vizina live, and my word, am I impressed. Beautiful jab again, threads it through the double forearm,
Nice.
looks for an uppercut elbow and a step through knee.
The elbow-knee combo. It's one you won't get at McDonald's, but one you'll find a lot in Muay Thai.
Nice little knee there from Pimpidi, finds himself on the inside, in the clinch. This is where he can do some damage to Vizina. Uppercut elbow, Pimpidi. Still got plenty left in the tank with one more round to go. The Oracle, Danny Jones, plenty of instructions in the corner of Pimpidi.
Danny Jones calling for Pimpidi to throw the elbow, get on the inside, try and roll the elbow through. Nice head kick, Vizina. And again, he gets the leg up so easily.
Fifth and final round between Scott Vizina and David Pimpidi. We've got Vizina ahead. It's all for Pimpidi to do. His trainer, the Oracle, Danny Jones, said get on the inside, work those knees, score the points, and try to crack his jaw or to his temple with an elbow. Jab from Vizina. Pimpidi trying to pick his moment. Look at the full extension of that jab from Vizina. And again, Pimpidi goes to the lead thigh. Surprisingly, one of the other weapons you usually see from a tall fighter, Hammer, the front kick or push kick. Haven't seen it much here from Vizina. He prefers the jab.
Yeah, the jab's pretty much as long as anyone's normal push kick. He's got those extendo arms. You'll see Vizina try and spin Pimpidi around, but Pimpidi's just been cracking away at that lead thigh of Vizina as well. You'll see him just roll that shin bone onto the thigh of Vizina. And will he be able to chop him down before the end of the fight? Vizina now looking a little weary and not wanting to take too much more punishment to that lead thigh. Of course, why do they kick to the thigh? Basically to break down your opponent's movement. If you can't move, you can't hit. Pimpidi's trying to back himself in with that chopping low kick.
Indeed, there's a spot just above the knee, about 4 fingers breadth above the knee, called the common peroneal nerve, which is where fighters like Ernesto Hoost and Andy Sauer, Bull Cowper, Promik Yotson, Clive Fairtex like to hit over and over again, and it's to deaden the lead leg of the opponent. And you see once more Pimpidi going to that same spot over and over, 4 fingers breadth above the knee of Vizina, and it's working for him, and he cracks him. A round kick to the body of the big man, and Vizina's hurt, or was it to the groin, Hammer?
Yeah, it was unintentional inside thigh groin shot.
Wow,
I think that
thought he caught him on the body, but it looks like it dropped down to the groin on Vizina. That is one way to slow him down.
Yeah, but Vizina now, you can see he's trying to move that lead leg, and I reckon if Pimpidi can land, a few more solid low kicks, I could turn this fight on its head. You can see he's struggling to move now, struggling to move Vizina.
Maybe just too little too late. Vizina leaps back to his corner. That left leg of Vizina looks like it's been barbecued. A kaleidoscope of reds and blues and purples. But did Pimpidi leave the run a little too late, Hammer?
I'll tell you what, if this fight would have gone another minute, anything could have happened. You see Scotty really struggling with that injured lead thigh. Pimpidi's tactic of smashing away at the lead leg almost paid dividends.
After 5 rounds of full tie rolls, we have gone to the judges' scorecards. Our 3 judges scored the contest 49-46, 49-47, 49-47, declaring your winner via unanimous points. Red corner, Scotty the Savage Vizina.
Scott Vizina takes it on the judges' scorecard. One to watch out for. Pimpidi left the leg kick run maybe a little too late.